Born Moses Anthony Davis in Waterhouse, Kingston, Jamaica, Beenie Man, so called because of his diminutive size, has been on the dancehall scene since childhood. By the time he was ready for school, the toddler had already decided on a career as a DJ. He wasn't the first tot with dreams of the limelight, but Beenie Man actually had a true gift for a gap. He started out in the music industry from a tender age of 10 years old, encouraged by one of his uncles, Sidney Knowles, who was a drummer for Jimmy Cliff. He is now a legend in Jamaica's music. Beenie Man owned his craft beside the then dominant dancehall figures including Ninja Man, Admiral Bailey and the Shabarangs. He found his artistic home at the Shocking Vibe studio, where he continued to record singles with only moderate success in the early 90s. But for the moment, his recording career came virtually to a close, bar the occasional single, but the young DJ remained a sound system favorite, even as he now turned his attention to schoolwork. Not surprisingly, Beenie's younger brother, Little Kirk, was keen to follow in his footsteps, and 5 years later, the siblings hooked up with producer Patrick Roberts and began recording a series of singles that quickly brought them into the national spotlight. The story of Moses Anthony Davis, OC Beenie Man, next on Jamaican Biography.
I'm a Beenie Man, make up it tell you when me know. Cause your clock star in a Wi-Fi go. Is I Beenie Man, make up it tell you when me know. Say
people fascinates me. Always have. Behind every big name Jamaican, I wondered what is their story, motivation, dreams and aspirations. I want some amazing facts, childhood memories, achievements and disappointments. I wonder where they get their drive. Jamaican Biography gives me all of that and more. Welcome to the journey.
Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. Saga sound, saga now, yeah. Sing it, yo. Let's do this.
Born on August 22, 1973, Beenie Man is one of Jamaica's biggest musical exports. The witty toaster began his true ascent to stardom in the early 90s, and by 1994, his reputation could not be beat. He is noted as one of Jamaica's most innovative artists, whose recording career dates back to 1981. At the age of 80, he took first prize at the National Tasty Talent Contest, which would lead to TV and radio appearances and recording contracts.
It's been amazing. I mean, 8 years of age.
Yeah.
And you're now only 28.
After taking first prize at the National Teeny Talent Contest, he met with producer John Jalas, who recorded the diminutive DJ's first single, Too Fancy.
I did my first song when I was like 8. Yeah. Too Fancy.
How did it happen?
Yeah.
8 years old, how did you get into a studio? Who let you in?
It was John Jalas.
Bonnie Lee then took Beenie Man under his wings and put him to work on his unlimited sound system. He continued working with Junjo, resulting in the release of his first album titled The Invincible Beenie Man.
Well, I'm on ring up and him check say I was a last kid. This
He
is how
thought you were a lost child.
yeah, I was last. So this is how the beer box come in. Him lift me up and put me on the 3 beer box and give me the mic to tell the dance what my mother's name. So he say, what is your mother's name? So when he give me the mic, I say, run the rhythm selector.
His career gained momentum after a performance at the Reggae Sunsplash Festival in 1992, and such was the response that the DJ now felt ready to take on the big guns. Beenie's first target was Bounty Killer. Beenie accused Bounty of stealing his catchphrase, "People dead."
Everything I say you repeat after.
And the war was on. There was a lull in the very public battle in 1993 when Beenie Man left Kingston for almost a year after being booed off stage at a national show celebrating the visit of Nelson Mandela. Upon his return the next year, there was a public reconciliation with Bounty Killer, which resulted in the split album Guns Out.
Whoa, na 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 na. Whoa, na na na. Oh, Bounty Killer. You flexing like a brother. Peace to one another. Yeah.
The rivalry has flared up periodically down the years, with several periods of truce in between. The most notable fallout occurred in 2006 when Beenie Man married Bounty's ex-girlfriend.
There was you and Bounty Killer,
Yeah.
and then the union, you know, how much of it was real and how much of it was hype, and it generates excitement.
I feel all of it is hype. I don't think it's really genuinely real.
The 1990s were the big years for Moses. After teaming up with Patrick Roberts, together they formed Shocking Vibes recording studio and label. Roberts was the wind behind his career, which helped to launch him into the spotlight. This also helped him to appear on big shows such as Get a Splash, Sting, Teen Splash, among many others.
You as a person can know that. Man or woman. See, everybody's here for a purpose. All you have to do is live on purpose. So people, even when you're gone physically, people always remember you. There's always something about you that people can talk about. Remember that. That's legacy.
With everyone now talking about him, he was the artist to do collaborations with. Artists such as Dennis Brown, Tristan Palmer, Mad Cabra and Lieutenant Stitchie teamed up with Beenie Man. Beenie Man also recorded a monster hit with Lady Saw titled Healing. Beenie Man had his first #1 single in Jamaica in 1993 with Matey and won the DJ of the Year award the same year, the first of 8 consecutive awards. In 1994, he was signed by Island Records and released the critically acclaimed album Blessed, which was his 5th studio album and featured an array of hits including the dancehall smash Slam. Slam peaked at number 33 on the Billboard Hot Rap Singles chart. This album was the first to receive an international release and was responsible for establishing his reputation internationally. His career took another turn in 1996 when he released his 7th studio album, Maestro. Produced by Patrick Roberts, Maestro peaked at number 3 on the US Billboard Top Reggae album charts. The following year proved to be his breakout year in both Britain and the United States, when his and Chebel Franklin's Dancehall Queen bounced up the British charts, while its follow-up, Who Am I, gave way for his first international hit.
Yes, Naya. Cool na aya. Who am I? It's just the girl, them sugar.
Who Am I quickly went gold and peaked at number 15 on the Billboard R&B charts in 1998. It opened the doors for the world to see a new reggae star in the pages of Newsweek and other major media outlets. The same year, Beenie Man topped the Jamaican singles chart with 7 different singles. The autobiographical Grammy-nominated Many Moods of Moses album features a number of smash hits including Oysters and Conch and The Foundation. The album peaked at number 1 on the Billboard 200 Top Reggae charts. Beenie Man could now do no wrong. From the mid to the late 1990s, Beenie Man dominated the Jamaican charts, even venturing into film when he appeared as himself in the 1997 film Dancehall Queen. In 1998, he was signed to Virgin Records by the labels A&R. Under that deal, he released the albums Art and Life, which earned him his Grammy Award in 2000. His subsequent Billboard R&B charting titles include Tell Me with Angie Martinez, Love Me Now featuring Wyclef Jean, I Am Serious featuring Rapper T.I., Fresh From Yard featuring Little Kim, Girls Them Sugar featuring R&B singer Maya, Feel It Boy featuring Janet Jackson, Dude with Miss Sting, and King of the Dancehall, Compton with Gorilla Black, and Soul and Fire with soca artist KMC. Beenie Man received an impressive number of international music awards, including a MOBO Award for Best International Reggae Act in 1998, while remaining at the top of the local charts. In 2010, Beenie Man released the EP I Am Drinking Rum and Red Bull, which included 4 songs: I Am Drinking Rum and Red Bull, I Am Okay, and 2 versions of Stack and Pile. Beenie Man co-wrote and starred in the film Kingston in 2008 and continued to release singles like Let's Go, Wine Girl, and Thug Love in 2013. In 2015, he lent his talent to tracks by Teddy Bears, Broken Heart, and Rihanna, Bitch Better Have My Money. He returned in 2016 with Unstoppable, his first LP in a decade. The effort features appearance by Akon and Bounty Killer, as well as production by Major Lazer. In 1994, Davis became a Rastafarian. His music is enjoyed by many people in the United States, United Kingdom, and Jamaica, as many feel that they can relate to his body of work. He has influenced many hip-hop artists across the world as well. Beenie Man's charisma came not from his beliefs and ideologies, but from his knowledge of how to use a microphone. Many concerts headlined by Davis were cancelled in 2004 and 2005 and the years to follow, as it was felt that he was against the LGBT community. New Zealand and Belgium were amongst the countries which cancelled his concert for this reason, though he later apologized in 2012. He has had many musical rivalries, but none more intense and well publicized than that with the legendary Bounty Killer, which has played a major role in sustaining his career down the years. They have had many lyrical showdowns on stages over the years. He is a most gifted and energetic stage performer, possibly the best in the history of dancehall, and is able to rock any crowd anywhere in the world. He is very diverse and dynamic in the studio and on stage, and has a very large female fan base. He has 3 children and was married to Bounty Killer's ex-girlfriend Michelle Downer, popularly known as the Angel, from 2006 to 2012. They later went through a much publicized divorce due to claims of infidelity on Downer's part. He was also famously involved with the original dancehall queen Carleen. Both women mothered 1 child each for him. Today, much of Beenie Man's story remains untold. Much of his success stems from him being a true entertainer with the ability to withstand the test of time. His music is timeless. He is a prime example of an artist never losing touch with his fans. He is also known as Ras Moses, the Doctor, the Girls Them Sugar, and the King of the Dancehall. He has a number of #1 hit singles, both locally and internationally, namely Sim Simma Remix, World Dance, Slam, Dancehall Queen, Dude featuring Misting, Who Am I, King of the Dancehall, just to name a few. He can sing, dance, DJ. He is considered a fashion icon and is also a selector. He has over 20 studio albums, with his biggest success being the Grammy-winning Art and Life, which was released in July 2000. For his contribution to the music industry, he was given special recognition from the University of the West Indies. They honored him with a doctoral title, the Doctor. Beenie Man was always saying he was the king of the dancehall, and so at the 2009 staging of Reggae Sumfest, he was officially crowned the king of the dancehall for his contribution to dancehall music and Jamaica's entertainment industry. Whether you are a fan or not, whether you like or hate him, there can be no denying that he is a dynamic and creative entertainer who has earned his place as one of the true legends of dancehall and Jamaican music, and that he is the most energetic and electrifying stage performer in the history of dancehall music. Thank you for watching the video. drop a like and a comment down below, and consider subscribing if you haven't done so as yet. Until next time, walk good.